Welcome. It is the equinox. Can you feel it?
Mm.
So as we begin this momentous next few days where day and night even out, and by the end of the week, it'll be tipping towards more daylight in the northern hemisphere and less so, more nighttime in the southern hemisphere. So we're going to play with what does that feel like? How do we allow our light and our dark to both exist, welcoming everything exactly the way it is? So let's drop in, shall we?
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, I'm Deborah.
I'm Susanne Joie. And are we going to welcome in our dear sister?
Yes, and we
Jen.
have another guest who will be supporting us and calling in some energies, Jennifer Silva. So as we begin, uh, I invite everyone to just drop their energy all the way down into your lower half of your body. This is a perfect opportunity for us to feel Mother Earth holding us. Very often we feel like we carry the world on our shoulders. And so as we allow ourselves to be held and nourished by Mother Gaia, it shifts the energy in our bodies. Naturally, our breath softens. Naturally, we have more space to allow our breath to get all the way down into our bellies. And for me, I can feel the anxiety and the nervousness just kind of fall away. And that's what we want. We want to get into our pure one point at the center of our belly. From that space, we allow our upper half of our body to float upward. And this is where we plug into our divine connection. So whether you have the universe or infinite intelligence or universal love or a team of angelic realms or light beings, whoever that is for you, we're ready to connect and to be able to receive those downloads. Where we go at this moment is allowing ourselves to feel the whole, the light, the dark, the being held, the being stretched. It's the juxtaposition of humanity, feeling all of it. Not pushing away the stuff we don't like. I'm noticing my stuff gurgling in my belly, and I'm like, that's there. Yep, I see you. And how do we allow things to be there that we want to so often push away? This is part of what this equinox is here to teach us, is noticing things where we get judgy and want to run away or want to push against them, and noticing areas where can we soften and allow and accept and embrace all that is, all that we're feeling, all that we're seeing in the world, all that we're, taking on through our bodies. And where I want to play with you is, where can you relax more? Where can you let go more and allow yourselves to be nourished, held, supported, inspired, lit up by the divine? And so as we go through some play practices and reflections, I'm going to have Jen speak next, and then we will move into some more reflection and playtime to allow us to stretch a bit beyond what we would normally say, this is what I'm ready to get rid of, this is what I'm calling in. What if we could imagine something even bigger and beyond that? So Jennifer, I welcome your input here as you call in the energies that you're so good at tapping into.
Thank you. It's so lovely. Thank you, Deborah. I was going to also call in the four winds, the four directions. And to do that, I brought my special medicine drum. And I'd like to just offer some chanting, maybe along with my drum. And yeah, let's start there. Thank you. Here we go. Calling in the east, calling in the east. Thank you for this innocence. Thank you for this new day. Calling in the south, calling in the south. Your light leads the way. Calling in the mother, calling in the brother, calling in all creatures here on Gaia. Calling in the west, calling in the west. You have given us a time to slumber. We go deep within, we find the seeds of love. Here we are together, calling in the west, calling in the north, calling in the north. You led us to our north. Nothing we require best. Thank you for the spirit. Thank you for the goddess. Thank you for our elders until we rise.
Wow.
I am lion. I am one of the guardian creatures. You once upon a time walked side by side with me, human and lion. We shared our lives and spaces. We lived as one family, as friends, as equals, as deep sadness has fallen across our mother's face since then. For it was written that we all should be parted from each other for a great stretch of time. As lion, we too fell from our higher role among the creatures of Gaia. The great task of renewal was gifted to humanity until each of you has realized your true nature and healed the division within. The children of Gaia will not be reunited. It is with a heavy heart I share this secret with you now. And yet the time is now coming. The great change is upon us. Your task now is to rediscover the vast love that lies in the heart of your being, in the heart of all beings. You are a vessel of this awakening. You are the light of the ages. Your task is to rekindle this solar flame and bring it to us. My news is for great news. Every human has the heart of a lion. So dig deep and cast out the shadows that prevent you from claiming your birthright, your magnificence. Only you stand in your way. You cannot blame another. I am the guardian of the element of fire. We lions come from the sun, wake early and gaze at our beauty in the dawn. We are the immortal spirit of Christ. We are the great family of beings. We exist as both masculine and feminine poles in perfect balance. Often, you bring an imbalance of an attention on our masculine side. Wondrous and powerful though the lion's roar is, do not forget the power of the lioness. As lioness, we come as protection, as softness, as play, as joy, patience, and freedom. Therefore, find whatever in life brings you joy and do that. Arrange things so that your life is simpler, so that you can share in the great feast that is life. Awaken the joy of life and share it. Cradle it as a lioness lets her cubs roll across her back. Accept your wounds, yes, and then heal them and move on. Never quit from expanding into the field of light. We, your greater family, wait for you to fulfill your great task. We wait in the shadows, hoping and dreaming for the fateful day we can return to our true roles as your friend and equal. Oh.
Oh. Thank you, Jen. I love your animal wisdom when you share that and calling in the energies of the directions. I meant to do that and you did it. So I guess I didn't need to. So.
Right. And that is all Richard Rudd's beautiful writings in the dream arc. So I can't take credit for words, but the spirit has definitely been with me and I've been encompassing it.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing the lion and lioness energy here. Wow. Okay, we are going to move to the magic of Susanne Joie.
Well, the thing that came through as I was listening to that, and then I quickly pulled some cards. I asked, please tell us what needs to be released during this time. And it literally was time.
Timelessness.
I'm laughing because that's been my play lately.
Like, we're releasing that need for having that structure of time. And I think that as we play today in this space, I just, there's a few words that I feel like it's gonna come through here about time.
Yeah, and I think reading that, and then what we might want to do is invite people to pause and grab some.
That's right.
Yeah.
So time, and it's, I am patient and powerful now. You want to hold this card?
Absolutely.
I am patient and powerful now. Time is a subtle energy in response to your subtle bridge, your thoughts and emotions. To resist the past, present, and future, or the speed at which time flows, is counterproductive. Patience is not just a virtue, it is a deep knowledge of your strength, wisdom, and ability to navigate the path of time. The Orions sought deep healing of their past by choosing anew in the present moment to create a new future. Your past has served your perfect choice point in your now to build the future, and you are divinely capable. There is only ever now to experience, and yet well with your past and future creates your peace in the present. So this is prompting you to embrace the flow of time with empowered patience. You will know when the time is right by the impulses and synchronicities. Simplify your life. Let go of obligations that do not serve you. Find peace with the obligations that need your attention. Appreciate your past as it was with the flow that forgiveness offers you, and anticipate your future with the excitement of limitless joy, just as Jennifer was describing. So this light language is guiding you to discover the power of your present moment, which contains your past and your future, and it's assisting you to heal fears from the past and for the future.
Nice.
So appreciate your past as growing you into the capable and experienced human that you are now. Look forward to the future while enjoying your now moment, and then release societal beliefs about aging and finding your own wise truth. So what I'd like to do is just take a few moments right now and grab your journals and feel into what are you releasing in these times.
And I know, I don't know if it shows up on your end, but it's backwards on my screen. So I want to make sure that at the bottom of this card, you understand that this is an Orion symbol and it's for releasing.
Yes.
So this is our beautiful, how you drew that when we're
Yeah.
talking about what are we choosing to go into this next turn of the wheel of life, this moving into this next season. What are we choosing to lighten the load and leave behind?
Yeah.
Go to the compost pile. It's actually not going to be gone. It's
Yeah.
just going to be transmuted.
And so let's just take a few moments to write in our journals about what we wish to release. Hmm. Mm. 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 Mm.
I invite the extra energies of those who will be listening to this afterwards to be in this space as we dream forward into the future, as we call in, as we imagine um, where we want, what we want to see more of, what do we want to feel more of. We may not even know what it looks like, but we know the energies and the feelings that are attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, last night we were talking about dreaming forward in that emergent group I'm in. It is such a different way of being versus planning, which means you kind of have a thought process around it. And we want to soften that. I really don't know.
Yeah. What came to me is this something that I wrote quite a while ago, but it was like, yeah, this is the place for it to come. It's pull away all pretense, expectations, or past experiences that no longer serve us. Witness what is. What do you see? Clear insights, beautiful sights, abundantly flowing of all good creative possibilities for every human to experience what they chose to come here for. Their vision, their purpose made manifest with ease and grace, perfectly held by the divine. Willingness to open their hearts and minds to a new dawn, a new day, and a new way. I am here to respond as called for and to love unconditionally, to witness the revelation of God made manifest. We are here to experience it all. It is for us. It is for us. It is us. to expand and stretch, and involve to evolve.
And if it feels good, an invitation for you in terms of a somatic way to take in these words, to open your mind, heart, and body and soul, is to have open palms placed upwards and your arms out, like taking up like more space. Yeah. And in we can share this.
Yes, we'll share.
So as we reach our arms out, like we are in receptive mode, we're saying yes. We're cueing our body to safety. Very often we do this. We clench, we hold away, which keeps us from our beautiful, inspiration and imagination opening up, and it dims our light, and it kind of shuts down our life force, which is why we're exhausted and we don't have the skills or the resilience to be able to deal with the intensity of the energies right now. So this opening space, you're the one that always talks about soothing our system, right? Our energetic system, by opening, softening, allowing, accepting, and embracing, so that each of the energy levels is in receptive mode.
Oh, so good. So now, in this neutrality, this is kind of interesting because then I pulled this card, which is all about neutrality. And this is from the serious,
not to be taken too serious.
Yeah, not to be taken too serious. And this is about initiation. So we're embarking on a new initiative of being, a way of being in the world. And neutrality is a big one because sometimes we can get swayed in everybody else's, all of it, the whole soup. And so in being in your neutrality is being in your own vehicle and really feeling into the energy of who you are and where your heart is amongst everybody else, but maintaining and staying true to you.
Initiation.
It's an initiation.
And I feel like we're on an initiative right now. You and I are actually creating, and we're all creating an initiative of this ritual, which is opening to what's coming, welcoming it in.
That's right. And so this is the mantra for this is I am neutral, deeply compassionate, and open to change.
Okay, we need to write that in somewhere because that's good.
And the light language is balancing you more into neutrality and freeing you from the fears that you will not be safe or fulfilled. And that's a beautiful healing practice. So release this is so funny. I can't make this stuff up. Release expectation of how and when improvement will occur. Be patient with change, enjoy your present moment, see yourself as capable of creating change and accepting the pace in which it occurs, and being honest with yourself about when you are trying to control from fear. Okay. And so in that, there is another one that was pulled from the same star village, which is Sirius. And this is all about trusting. And so in trusting, we are, this is the mantra. I trust my capability, my discernment, and my choices. And what we'll do is when we send this out, we'll send these cards out so you can really contemplate and look
at the full image
and look at the light language, because the light language is enhancing your trust of self, others, and life. It's helping you discern what is for your highest good and to feel comfortable viewing your life honestly. So this is about following your intuition more. It's focusing your thoughts away from worry, trusting your life as capable and trusting yourself as capable, and viewing life as always changing for the better, even if things look bleak in the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting. I love the idea of, somebody once said to me that God is change. And I have since changed that a little bit to love is change. Change is love. And very often we have fear around change because we don't know where it's taken us. Yeah, what if it was something absolutely delicious that we can't even imagine yet? This is where this whole trust thing is big for me.
It's really big. So let's take a few moments now and just write down maybe a few sentences of what do we want to bring into our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we want to create? Iararo, iaro, uai, iana, oh, 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 oh.
So it's so funny because I wrote down that I want to create creativity, more space for creativity, which means there's even more stuff I don't know yet. What we're going to do now is allow you to feel into how this works for you, to do your reflection, to maybe listen to some of this one more time and do some deep opening around it, softening around it. And I'm just wanting to invite everyone to enjoy these next few days. This feels like a very momentous. I've celebrated so many equinoxes in my life, and solstices. I love those. So, but this one is this is a very momentous one. We are reaching a tipping point of consciousness, and so that each of our lights are so important. So trusting that, the initiative and the time, those words couldn't have been more perfect. Thank you for pulling those out. And what we're going to do is we're going to stop the recording here. We invite you to share with us personally in direct messages or in the group, wherever you find this recording, what is it that you're calling in? What is it that you're wanting more of in your life? And what are you willing to let go of?
Yeah. And we'd also like to invite you, if you enjoy being in this kind of space, to join us in our community and have these rituals that we can do every month and support one another during this very unprecedented time
that we all signed up to be
here for, and we don't know exactly where it's going, and it's okay. And so we can help each other stay in that neutrality and trust and honor that part of our journey with one another in a very sacred and safe way.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being here.